What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, and I'm here for the news. And here recently, there was 3 young men arrested for throwing rocks off a freeway. And in one of those incidents where they were throwing rocks off several different highways, this was in Colorado, they actually killed a young girl. Now, as soon as I seen this clip, it became apparent to me. As soon as I seen they showed the 3 young men faces, I said, these 3 young men are Luciferians / devil worshippers. Now, some people might say, how the hell could you know that just by looking at the picture? Some things you just know. Sometimes when you have an inkling for certain aspects of life, you can just figure these things out. But we're going to take a look at this clip and, watch this newsreel and see if we can't decipher some of what's going on here.
The investigation into those rocks thrown at cars, killing one woman.
Arrest papers give us more insight into what investigators say happened in the moments before and after Alexa Bartel's death. She died after a rock crashed through her windshield last week. Today, 3 teens now accused of murder stood in court. They're being held without bond.
Rick Salinger was in court today for that hearing. He joins us now. And Rick,
Hold on, let's take a look at these 3 young men again.
Today, 3 teens now
One more
accused
time.
of murder stood in court. They're being held without.
And as you can look, they actually have one of this Zachary Quapp. He looks like a Mongoloid Native American. And they have 2 white boys that's with him. Now, you might say, why would you say these people are Luciferians? Number one, it's demonic to throw rocks off a freeway. The type of spirit and energy that you have to have on you to do such a terrible act, it has to be a demonic presence on you. There's no doubt about that, in my mind.
Rick Salinger was in court today for that hearing. He joins us now. And Rick, you have read through that affidavit.
Well, Karen, it's 9 pages long and goes into quite a bit of detail explaining how modern communications data combines with the public sector.
And Rick looked like he covered the JFK assassination. My God, how old is this man?
That led to the arrests of those who appeared here today. Clutching a tissue, Nicholas Mitch Kowalczyk's mother emerged from the court. Her son and the other.
And I wonder, did he get his religious beliefs from his mom? Because his mom was dressed in all black. Yeah, she had a little off-white sweater on, but as you can see, she was dressed in all black. Let's take a look again. These are small clues. Small clues.
Clutching a tissue, Nicholas.
As you can see, that's the mom right there. And she's dressed in all black. Black shoes, black pants, black shirt. Those are the colors for witchcraft and Satanism and Luciferianism. Also red and white. It's just a small clue. Maybe she ain't. Maybe she is. But it's mighty suspicious. These young men, something ain't right with them. Like I like to say, something's rotten in Denmark.
Mitch Kowalczyk's mother emerged from the court. Her son and the other 2 who appeared from jail showed no emotion when advised of the first-degree murder charges. A 9-page court document carefully spelled out what led to the arrests. First, from a cell phone tower, what's called a data dump was collected. One of the cell phone numbers retrieved matched the pattern in the rock-throwing incidents. A surveillance camera captured taillights during that time. They were determined to be from a Chevy Silverado pickup, like this. Next, the witness revealed he was with the suspects at a Walmart at 72nd and Sheridan that night. There, he said, they picked up landscaping rocks and put them into the trunk. He declined to go with them, telling investigators that Joseph Koenig frequently participates in destructive behavior and likes creating chaos.
There it is. These was 3 little demons running wild in this small community. Frequently participates in destructive behavior. And he's also an agent of chaos. If those are not Luciferian characteristics, I don't know what is.
The witness added he knew something bad was going to happen.
Of course, the witness knew something bad was going to happen, probably because the witness had witnessed them do something bad in the past before. And he just said, I'm not going with these clowns today. Yeah, I'm not dealing with them. I know what they up to. I know what they into. You see, the news won't tell you this shit, but I would bet everything I got and own that if you went on these kids' social media websites and you went onto their profiles, you would find pentagrams, you would find all type of satanic shit, guaranteed.
He was right. Multiple cars were struck by the rocks tossed from the truck windows. The final incident was here along Indiana Street. Using marine-type signals like contact left, a rock was propelled through the windshield of the car driven by 20-year-old Alexa Bartel. She was killed.
And let me show you something right quick. Look at some of this picture of this young girl.
Left. A rock
And
was propelled through the windshield of the car driven by 20-year-old.
they sacrificed this young girl. Now, I'm not saying she's a Luciferian. This young girl has hundreds of pictures guaranteed on her social media websites. They chose to use the picture where she was in red, black, and white. Y'all think it's a game out here. But it's spiritual warfare. And they signaling, if you know, you can see these things plain as day. She's in red, black, and white. Unbelievable. For a person like this, just unbelievable. You know, for some people who not, knowledgeable about these certain things, they might just dismiss it. But when we know on social media, these young people have hundreds of pictures, thousands at this point over. They choose particular pictures to put on the news because they can choose any picture. But she has on red, black, and white. She has red and white wrist bracelets on. So they sacrificed this young lady. And the picture that they chose is signaling to me that that's why they chose this picture. And that's why they want to let the people who know and other Luciferians know exactly what this was.
Alexa Bartel. She was killed. The document states that those involved in this horrible crime even went back to the scene where that alleged murder occurred and took a picture as a memento.
God damn it. They went back to the scene to take a picture as a memento. These were three little demonic and I ain't talking about just demonic in spirit. They actually practiced in Luciferianism. There's no doubt in my mind. One was an agent of chaos. All he did was indulge in destructive behavior. These sickos went back to the crime scene to take a picture of the dead girl in the scene of mayhem and chaos in which they caused. Let's listen one more time.
In this horrible crime, even went back to the scene where that alleged murder occurred and took a picture as a memento. Live in Jefferson County, Rick Salinger, Colorado First.
And Rick covers everything in Jefferson County for you. If you have a story idea for him or you have a concern that you'd like him to look into.
Yeah, Rick is pretty goddamn old. He might have covered Reconstruction, Jim Crow, Civil Rights Movement, Martin Luther King assassination, and all of the above. But I'm just joking. But, my condolences to the young girl and her family. That's terrible how that happened. Should have never happened, but it most definitely happened. And like I said, man, these three young men is Luciferians. Eventually people start to come around. They'll start to see that these color patterns over and over and over again, with the people who watch my videos, they will say, God damn, he might be on to something. Because every time he show this shit, it is the same exact color patterns, and they keep doing it over and over again. But I am going to recover. I am coming back to this case. There's no doubt about it. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been Sports Life and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel. I'm here for the news. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. I just took your ass on these three young men. Are most definitely Luciferians ride. Peace.